To all my loyal fans that have been watching through the last couple of weeks, I just want to apologise to you and everyone else and just let you all know that we will not be joining the European Super League. Right people, thanks all for watching again, really does mean a lot. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, hit the notification bell, share it, and also go follow us on Instagram. Got a lot of content coming on there shortly. So I'm not going to do a walkthrough of how to fit a radiator because I've done it plenty of times, but if you do want to have a specific video on how to fit a radiator, let me know because I might get that sorted for you. This job, before all your critics say why don't you just shoot it up, the line on coming up, it's going to get ripped in you'll see in a second when we actually cut it. It's coming up, so the customer said don't worry about putting dust sheets down before you all start criticising me. System, the reason we fit the radiator at the side of it is system was quite a big system. It took a while to drain down and a lot of it was on microbar in other places. So yeah, it took a bit of doing to drain down, to be fair. So while it was draining down, we did fit the new radiator. Job wasn't too bad. I made the tails up with Loctite as always, and before anyone asked, I use a Wera 17mm Joker spanner to tighten up my tails into valves. Not into valves, sorry, into the radiator. On this job, we hit a double joist, so it was a bit of a pain to get our tails in. As you can tell, I'm trying to get every angle possible, but none of them worked. So yeah, we had to go get our extension bar from the van and drill all the way through the joist. Unfortunately, we couldn't have hit it any. We couldn't have got the radiator in a worse place, to be fair. And before any of you Instagram, YouTube critics and copper lovers decide to criticise me for using plastic pipe, this is real world plumbing. Get used to it.
And pull your damn pants up. What's wrong with you kids these days?
Right, just a quick tip on stickers on radiators or any stickers. Grab yourself some of this multi-solve by the same makers that makes CT1. A little spray on and it scratches straight off. All those stubborn stickers, don't leave any residue on there. It's nice and smooth. It comes straight off. I hope it helps. Right, just come out of that radiator swap. Bit of a pain, get piped up, but got there. Just come out and the customer has paid me in an Audi. If you don't believe me, just check it out. That must be the craziest thing I've ever walked away from a job with. Love it. Kids are going to love it. What's the craziest thing you've ever walked away from a job with? Drop it in comments below. Now then, people, just a little bit of advice for anyone wanting to get into the game, apprenticeships, or anyone wanting to get an apprentice in any trade. Basically, I've just had a phone call off a young lad. I answered the phone. His first words were, "Hey up, mate, looking for an apprentice?" Exactly like that, in that sort of tone. Straight away, I'm thinking, no. Even if I were looking for an apprentice, this would be a no. And yeah, I'm maybe judging a book by its cover, as say the old saying. But how I've got to think about it is, if you're going to speak to me like that when you're looking for a job, how are you going to speak to my customers? So just have a little think before you ring round and just think about what you're going to say to them before you ring. Just be more polite. Be like, "Hi, my name's Joe Blogs. I'm looking to get into an apprenticeship." Just explain what you're wanting and why you want it, and just be more polite and not be like, "Hey up, mate." One, I'm not your mate. I'm I may be your mate in future if you talk to me a bit more politely, but talk to someone that you want. You won't go to an interview, let's say, a shop somewhere. If you want to work in a shop, you won't go, hey, up, mate, I've come to look for an interview. It's not a good start. Just have a think about it, and it might just get you that job, might get you that apprenticeship, because they're hard to get into, they're hard to come across. And if you do find someone that is looking for one, if you're answering your phone like that or go into an interview and speaking like that, it's not a good start. Let's put it that way. First impressions are a big thing, especially when someone's hiring someone, because like I said, it's not just the way you're going to speak to me, it's the way you're going to speak to customers, and then that reflects back on me. So I hope that helps anyone wanting to get into the game. If you want any more tips for any apprentices, I'm going to do a video for apprentices on tips and tricks and things that might just put them a step in front. If you want to see that video, drop us a comment below and let us know.
Right, we called up this job to cap off this gas pipe underneath the floor. First of all, we did our gas checks and there was no leaks on the pipework or any appliances. So we dug up the floor and found that it was a 12mm chrome plated pipe. So we had to get the old file out and scrape all the chrome plate off and then get some pipe cleaner on it and clean it down to the bare copper with some wire wool. Bit of a nightmare, but we got there eventually. Using the 12mm cutters, not 12mm cutters, sorry, the Rothenberg adjustable cutters, we managed to cut through the pipe. Yeah, no one stocks 12mm cutters anymore. In fact, who invented 12mm pipe, because it's, pardon my French, an absolute nightmare. Anyhow, once we got cut and all cleaned up, we managed to get it soldered up using a 12mm to 15mm reducer and a 15mm cap. Unfortunately, none of the merchants local to myself had any 12mm caps in at the time. Yeah, one of them, nightmare. Do need to stock them in the van. My soldering isn't the best, so don't judge, please. I don't proclaim to be a good solderer, or well, brilliant solderer, but it's real world plumbing. Get used to it. Once I was happy it was all soldered up, I went and purged the system and did another gas check. I'm not going to show you the measurements and times and all that for you DIYers that like to do things yourself, because it is illegal and you do need a gas safe engineer to do this for you. So on this job we got called out to an annoying buzzing noise coming from the cylinder cupboard. Once we opened the cylinder cupboard, we realised it was the programmer that was buzzing when we turned the hot water on. With being such an old programmer, we decided just to replace it for something as close as we could get, like for like. So first of all, we need to turn the power off. We switched the switch on the inside the cupboard just above it, which turned the power off to the programmer. I always get my volt stick and just have a little touch around inside and make sure that there is no power left going to it. Unfortunately, on this one, there was still power. We were still getting picking up a voltage feed. So we had a look around and went down to the boiler, turned the switch off to the boiler, which then turned the power off to everything else. Yeah, we can do our safety checks. But on this one, I was happy enough that we had no power going to it, and we were good to swap it over. Before we start taking any wires out, what I do is I take a picture, just in case anything goes wrong. I know exactly how it was set up before and what wires went where, and it made it a lot easier using the manufacturer's instructions on the new one to match the wires up and get them into the right slots. Once it was all, the new one was fit, we put the programmer back on, tested it all out. Happy days, no more buzzing, one happy customer.
Now then, you beautiful people, it's that time of the week. We are going to draw our winner from our giveaway from last week's video. So we did just have one up for grabs, but kindly from the guys over at Plumber have donated 4 more to give away. So now we're going to have 5 winners. So good luck to everyone. If you haven't commented in last week's video with the word Plumber, you will not be entered, and if you do get drawn, it will be drawn again. So unlucky, chuck it. Let's get into it.
Right, thank you all for entering. Here I'm just putting the link across to the random comment selector. For any of you that don't win, I will put a link below if you do want to go purchase a Plum Chum for yourself. Really good bit of kit, and thank you to Plum Chum for upping the stakes to 5 winners. It really does mean a lot. So yeah, best of luck everyone. And your first winner is Kwok Wong. Well done, mate. I'll get that sent over to you. Your second winner is Brian Campbell. Thank you for the support. Third winner is Robert Peters. Great comment, mate. Thank you for everything. Fourth winner is Connor Quinn. Thanks for entering, mate. And last winner is Chatteris Weather. Nice one, mate. Thank you for entering. Best of luck. Drop your emails below and we'll get that sent over to you.